and I mean this when I say this, like, this, so if Caitlin Clark gets a job, Caitlin Clark is not allowed to get a job with NBC. Otherwise, it's something's wrong because, you know, why could X, Y, or Z other player not have gotten it? Anyone else is allowed to get their flowers. Like, you better believe when AJ Wilson got her Time magazine cover, when she won the Athlete of the Year, whatever it was everywhere. It was absolutely everywhere. Absolutely everywhere. And nothing, no flaw, no problems, nothing. When AJ Wilson gets her shoe, no problems. When Caitlin gets her shoe, she's not allowed. When Caitlin gets Rookie of the Year, it's actually a whole bunch.
Caitlin Clark's NBC debut announcement tore through the internet like a shockwave. The Wnba even posted in support of her appearance on an NBA program, a major leap for exposure and recognition. Then everything flipped. A wave of outrage hit so fast and so hard that the league pulled the post down, wiping away the headline moment of its brightest star stepping onto a national platform. This wasn't a simple mistake. It looked like a full retreat, a jarring reversal that left fans stunned and set off a firestorm of discussion across social media. The quiet that followed felt heavy, hinting at a deeper issue within the league itself. So what for such a sudden and dramatic backdown?
Everywhere. And nothing, no flaw, no problems, nothing. When AJ Wilson gets her shoe, no problems. When Caitlin gets her shoe, she's not allowed. When Caitlin gets Rookie of the Year, it's actually a whole bunch of racist voters. When Caitlin Clark make all WNBA first team over Sabrina, apparently it's because of racism. Like, it just makes no sense. Caitlin Clark gets a triple-double. Oh, let's make up a story that there was fake noises in the stadium. Like, Caitlin Clark destroys Angel. Let's be real. As much as we joke about the that bitch perfect tweet, when Caitlin Clark dropped a 40-point, 1 rebound off a 40-point triple-double against Angel Reese to beat LSU in her senior year,
the first question on everyone's mind was simple. Is Caitlin Clark even permitted to take a role with NBC? The argument is that if the answer is no, something at the core is seriously off. Other players, such as AJ Wilson, were widely celebrated for milestones like a major magazine cover or a signature shoe deal, without waves of criticism. With Clark, though, every step forward seems to trigger intense pushback. That contrast builds a no-win scenario where a growing influence, which lifts the league's overall profile, appears to be restrained instead of supported. The reaction points to a resistance to her rise that goes beyond ordinary competition. What does it mean when an organization seems to push against its own strongest attraction?
That bitch perfect tweet. When Caitlin Clark dropped a 40-point, 1 rebound off a 40-point triple-double against Angel Reese to beat LSU in her senior year, if you guys don't know, the first thing that happened was everyone started searching her social media to see what if she'd said anything to try to cancel her. Like, it's nothing to do with basketball. Like, it's funny because nothing's there, but it's never anything to do with basketball. Like, Kate, you are not allowed. And by the way, the league caving to this is weak. Is so weak. It's an embarrassment to sports. It's an embarrassment to women. It is because it is.
The speaker describes a troubling pattern. When Caitlin Clark secured Rookie of the Year, critics brushed it off with claims of biased voting. When she landed on the All-WNBA first team over Sabrina Ionescu, the same accusation resurfaced. Even her triple-doubles get picked apart with far-fetched theories, like artificial crowd noise boosting the moment. This steady dismissal of her skill stands apart from how other stars are treated. It feels less like standard critique and more like a sustained push to shrink her accomplishments, drifting from analysis into something that resembles an organized effort to question her credibility. The extreme nature of some claims signals a level of hostility that stretches well beyond the game itself. Why does her rise spark such resistance?
Is weak. Is so weak. It's an embarrassment to sports. It's an embarrassment to women. It is. Because it is proving every fucking negative stereotype people have about women's sports correct. It's proven that it will never be taken seriously. The league itself, by the way, there is a world where the league can outgrow an incompetent media within the league. And we saw that in 2024. We did see that in 2024. The league can outgrow it because, let's be real. Like, I don't think everyone's complaining about Elle Duncan. I don't think Elle Duncan's show's that bad. I don't think Elle Duncan.
Think back to the uproar around the so-called Buck Perfect tweet episode after Caitlin Clark exploded for a 40-point triple-double against Angel Reese and LSU. The focus should have been on a dominant performance, yet the response shifted almost instantly away from the court. Instead of analyzing the game, critics rushed to comb through her social media history, searching for anything that could damage her reputation. That kind of off-court targeting, disconnected from a performance, exposes a troubling pattern. The conversation rarely stays on basketball. It pivots toward questioning her character or motives. This level of scrutiny, far more intense than what most athletes face, points to a broader issue spilling into women's sports, where rising stars place under relentless examination for reasons that have little to do with competition. What is really driving this ongoing effort to discredit her?
WNBA media was, you have to hype everyone, otherwise you can't hype anyone. And then because Caitlin Clark brought in people that were willing to talk about this like the sport, the argument then became, you can't praise Caitlin Clark, because praising Caitlin Clark is in fact putting down players of colour. And I'm like, what relevance is that? Like, I remember literally my all-W first team last year. I think, I can't remember what I said. I said something like, the only reason Brianna Stewart is on the first team, will be on the first team over Caitlin Clark. Or sorry, Sabrina Ionescu will be on the first team over Caitlin Clark, is if you're you just want to prove a point.
The speaker holds nothing back, labeling the league's surrender to the constant wave of negativity as weak and a stain on the sport. They argue it reinforces every harsh stereotype critics already push about women's sports and damages the fight to be taken seriously. It's a sharp accusation that the organization is undercutting its own future by bowing to outside pressure instead of backing its athletes. In that view, the move feels like an internal setback that hands ammunition to those who question the league's credibility compared with men's leagues. This self-inflicted blow puts long-term growth at risk. How can a league ask for respect if it won't firmly support its own biggest stars?
Dating an NFL player, so it's some sort of ism, like one over the other. It just makes no sense. It makes no sense. And the fact is, the league are doubling down on this shit. Like, I mean this when I say this, like, the league have given VIP passes free to people who have threatened to show up to games with a gun and shoot people that they've gotten into arguments with online. And the league have posted things promoting these people. Like, are we crazy? Like, the league again have given media credentials to someone who called Caitlin Clark a fucking
Ironically, the speaker notes that in 2020, for the league managed to rise above some of its own flawed media coverage. For a time, real sport programs and credible outlets treated the WNBA with genuine respect, analyzing it as a serious professional league. This wasn't just about Caitlin Clark. It showed the league's potential to grow independently of internal distractions. Stars like Adja Wilson received well-earned acclaim for their remarkable feats, proving the league could command mainstream credibility when the focus stayed on performance. So what happened to reverse that momentum, dragging the league back into controversy and internal strife?